What if in the next few minutes I can show you exactly how to become the best player on your team over the next 90 days without training any more than you already are? Would you stick around? Because the biggest lie that you've been told about becoming a better footballer is that you just have to do more. I want to share with you a 3-step system that I discovered that has helped me make more progress in the gym in the last 3 months than I have in the last 3 years. I am still using it, and honestly, I would like you to have it so that you too can achieve your dreams. So, firstly, we are going to set the foundation for the next 90 days, and this is going to help make your transformation inevitable. Most of the time, when we set goals, we either set goals such as I want to hit a level 14 on the beep test, or I want to hit a top speed of 35 kilometers per hour. Now, the problem with goals is that it keeps you in a failure state for a very long time. Until you don't achieve that goal, you are losing. And if you want to find out in more detail what this is like, check out this video right here. But basically, instead of setting a goal, we want to set a system and we want to become the system. Because after all, we're going to have to do this our whole lives anyway. Now, pro footballers, they adopt a mindset and they adopt an identity shift. They see themselves as professional athletes and therefore training comes very naturally to them. They cannot afford to not train. They can't see themselves not training. You, on the other hand, you are an aspiring athlete. You don't yet see yourself as a professional athlete, and therefore you are hoping that you will become an athlete. So, in order to actually achieve the goals that you want to achieve, instead of setting a goal, you first need to pick an identity. Instead of saying you want to hit a level 14 on the beep test, say I'm going to train fitness 4 times a week. This will ensure that not only is the beep test score a byproduct of your actions, but you also won't be in a failure state for a long time because you won't be necessarily focused on the goal at hand. Every time you train and every time you do your fitness 4 times a week, you will be able to tick off the box and you will see yourself making progress, and therefore you would keep winning every single week. If you chase a goal, until you reach the goal, you are failing. And this can be very demotivating, especially if that goal takes a really long time to come. The system that you set for yourself will get you to the goal. If your actions are right, you will never have to worry about the goal because, again, the goal will be a byproduct of the system and the actions that you take. Quick interruption to this video. If you want to stay 3 steps ahead in your next match, the Tactical IQ Accelerator is for you. Within your next 2 to 3 match reviews, you'll be able to spot patterns earlier on the pitch and you'll know exactly when to speed up or take control of the play. It takes 60 to 90 minutes per game and you'll walk into your next match creating chances instead of reacting to them. And all of this costs less than a pair of league football boots. So if you're interested in investing in your Tactical IQ, click the link in the pinned comment down below. Now, this second one kept me stuck for a very long time, but once I dropped my ego and accepted it, progress came to me faster than I thought. Now, as footballers, we know that if you want to become professionals, we have to be an 8 out of 10 at a pro level of every aspect of football. If you don't have it at an 8 out of 10, you basically don't have a chance. So naturally, you would want to work on everything. You would want to level up and you would want to become good at all the aspects of the game. And this is good because coaches do like adaptable players. Now, the problem arises when you try to work on everything all at once. All these internet gurus will tell you that you should combine ball work and fitness work. You should do sprints at the start of the session and then move into ball work and then finish with some agility or fitness. Now, if you genuinely do not have time or you're at a time crunch, this is a good way to get your training in. But if you try to give everything attention, nothing really gets attention. It's like having a glass of water. If you pour that amount of water into 8 glasses equally, you would have very little water in each glass. But if you take all the water from those 8 glasses and pour it into one, now you have a full glass. Now, when I did this, my aim was to do fitness for 30 days straight. I would go to the field and I would start with a fitness session. And for the first month, it sucked. I hated it because I couldn't even finish the drills within the time given. But I decided to keep at it. And for the whole first month, the training session did cook me. But when it came into the second month, I was able to finish 90% of the drills within the time allocated. So much so that I actually had to go out there and look for drills that were harder so that I could actually challenge myself. And because of this fitness improvement, I also saw that my technical work started improving because now I could do my ball work at higher intensities. So for the next 30 days, pick a goal and stick with it. This does not mean that you cannot do anything else, but you have to realize that if nothing else gets done, this has to get done. Make a plan that you can stick with. If your aim is to improve fitness, try to go to the field. If you can't go to the field, do it on a treadmill. If you can't do the treadmill, look for a jump rope, but get your fitness done. And if you want to go into more detail on how you can figure out an exact plan that will fit your day-to-day lifestyle, check out this video right here. Now you have one more change to make. And this is an even bigger ego drop than the one before. But if you do this, paired with the previous point, there's no stopping you. Now, if you've played football for a while, you gather some knowledge about the game along the way. You understand how training works, you understand what effort should look like. But this can get in the way when someone gives us advice, especially if it's not advice that we want to hear, and then we tend to dismiss it even though it's exactly what we needed in that moment. There's a saying, the only thing worse than hardly knowing anything is knowing a little bit more. There's a reason why the amateurs think that they deserve to be in a pro game, and there are pros out there who have imposter syndrome. My point is, allow yourself to be a beginner again. Assume you know nothing about fitness, assume you know nothing about the goal that you're about to pursue. Forget everything you've learned and start from scratch. Assume that you don't even have fitness at all. Start by building your base, do high intensity fitness, do short and long runs. Try as many ways possible to improve your fitness. Just because there's a method out there that is new and you haven't heard of it before, don't simply dismiss it. Maybe the 5K that you're running right now is exactly what you need to drop in order for your fitness to improve. Don't be afraid to push yourself beyond what you already know. Even though you think that you are pushing yourself, assume that that is just 40% of your effort and try to push yourself beyond that. And definitely don't forget to look like a fool. The more you look like a fool, the quicker you will learn. When I was working on my fitness, I was ashamed of how unfit I was. There was no one there on the field. No one knew how fast I was running, if I was hitting my times or not. But I was ashamed because I knew, and I knew that I wasn't fit enough. Don't let that shame hold you back. Thank you for watching. I hope you've gained something valuable from this video.